What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Inside Lines podcast. I'm your host, Atoya Burleson.
And I am Tia Avril.
Coming up a bit later in the show, we're going to be chatting about all things Thanksgiving. I'm talking anything and everything that we can think of, things we want y'all to know about us. This is the time to get to know me and Tia once again a little more intimately, and we hope y'all enjoy it. But for now, Tia, let's talk about what's going on.
Whew, we are back in the swing of things. I feel like just a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh yeah, things are winding down. Fall sports are ending, and then, winter sports are back up. So just trying to keep the kids engaged with school and on track with all their 99,000 sports activities. And make sure
overcommitting.
Look, and I try my hardest not to overcommit. So I don't think I overcommit. It's just, they can just have shit. Okay. They just have stuff all the time. Which is like 3 weeks in a row now. I've said that. But trying to do that all while, staying on top of my own projects and my own things. So it's been a balancing act rolling into this holiday season. How about you?
Yes, that is mommy life. Similar, it's busy but good. My in-laws are in town, so I've been hanging with
still
them. There? Yeah, they'll be here through Thanksgiving holiday, so that'll be fun to hang with them. So we've been just, moving and shaking, having a good time, getting to just really hang out and catch up and laugh and do a little bit of everything. So no complaints.
Okay, so question. So no, before or last week you said it had been a while since Miss Val and Big Al had been Jersey to see you guys. So they're here for a little bit. One, I didn't realize they were there that long, but do you feel like when people come in, especially for that amount of time, you still have to like host people, like entertain, like what are you eating for dinner? What do you want to do today? All of those things, or are they pretty self-sufficient?
No, you know what? I don't do that. I learned that a long time ago because that's not realistic. I think life is always there and there's just things that you have to do. So, I do host, I do dinner. I do that anyway with my family. So that's not really a big deal. But they know that I have podcast recordings. They know I have meetings. They know that I have errands to run and they respect that. And in between those moments when I don't have things going on, I do try to get out and do things with them and spend time. Like we went caught brunch and caught up and laughed. So I just kind of keep a balance and they respect that. I have great in-laws and I've always had great in-laws. They've been so helpful and supportive. And they understand what I'm doing and they've seen me on the different realms of life that I've been in, where I was, 100% as a mom, doing everything for my babies all the way through sports, all the way now through high school and college. And in between high school and college, really trying to do things for myself on more of a professional level. So I've always been really open with them and talked about all those things. And I think that makes it easier. So yeah, I have listen, y'all, I'm gonna just tell y'all, I have great in-laws. So I can't complain. God is good. God is good.
That is a good point though, because you and they have been together so long. And then someone like Miss Valerie, who has experience in the professional athlete world in general, like she understands kind of like all these different phases. And so the support when you are pouring into yourself, I'm sure is amazing and much needed.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, okay, y'all ready to talk about women in sports? Tia, why don't you break it down for them?
Okay, so this week for Women in Sports, we are staying in women's college basketball. There was a bunch of things that happened. I couldn't pick just one. So I'm going to highlight the ones that were most entertaining to myself.
Okay.
So number one, unranked NC State upset UConn, who's ranked number 2. I'm sure they're falling a few spots after this game. But NC State won 92-81, which was a shocker.
Yeah.
And if you guys are keeping up, the week before opening week, LSU fell. So, this is a little juicy in women's basketball. Make sure you are tuning in. Very entertaining. SC State's legend, Tiffany Mitchell, had her jersey retired under Don Staley. So look at us, And then that's what you're going to have to let me know. What's Shaquille O'Neal's youngest daughter? Is it Mariah? It's spelled different.
Mariah. I think it's me. I don't think it's Mariah. I think it is pronounced differently. The thing might be
Okay. Well, his youngest daughter,
Miara, I think
Miara.
it is.
That's what we're gonna roll with. Of course, like I said, she's daughter of NBA Hall of Fame Shaquille O'Neal. She committed to University of Florida.
Go Gators.
She is a Gator. Okay. She said, I'm gonna do a little shake and bake. I'm gonna go somewhere that because I know LSU was trying to get her to come there. So congratulations to her.
Yeah,
So,
I'm going to talk about college sports, especially in the women realm, but in general, I feel like, have you noticed, Tia, that with all the NIL deals, with everything going on, with the freedom and opportunity to be great wherever you go, you're starting to see a lot of dominant colleges fall from that dominancy. And you can go back to men's sports when you look at Alabama. Alabama was always number one. They might drop to number 2, but they're always up there. Now that the playing field has been evened, you can go anywhere. So I hope, you as parents recognize that with your kids and remind them of that. You don't have to pick the big school, the best school. NIL deals are everywhere. Everybody's getting paid everywhere, and take advantage of that. Really take advantage of that time in college. So I'm excited to see what happens in these next few years with sports. It's going to be it's already a shakeup, but it's about to be crazy. You're going to be hearing schools like, who, what? They in the top, what? Yes.
Which is needed, right? One, because we're tired of the same schools being at the top. But even I think about the HBCU experience, like they've been crippled almost by these bigger schools who have nicer facilities, have nicer booster clubs and all the things. And to your point with the NIL, is giving them the opportunity to go to these schools where they can actually shine. Because that's one thing that I don't think athletes fully think about when they think about going to these big Power 5 or Power 10 schools, is when you go to those big schools, sometimes you can get lost in the sauce.
Yes,
so it is more important to go into these other schools where you can play as a true freshman, get the time, get the accolades and all the things. So
do what's best for you. Absolutely. Y'all keep supporting these women in sports. And speaking of supporting women in sports, y'all, we have our Inside Lines t-shirts, our Inside Lines merch. So head to our social media, Instagram link, head to our website and purchase your season 5 t-shirts. We are supporting women in and around sports. And if you wear our shirts and people ask you what it is, tell them, let them know we're supporting women in and around sports. We're loving on each other. We're pulling each other up. We're empowering one another. That's what these shirts are about. So y'all go check them out and let us know what y'all think.
And, as always, the link to purchase the shirts are in our show notes. Okay,
that's right.
All right. Now let's get into this Thanksgiving episode.
Yes. Well, first off, early Thanksgiving to you, Tia.
Early Thanksgiving to you too.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that we're in season 5. We're talking about Thanksgiving.
Again.
But it's exciting.
It's fun.
It's an exciting time.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, so let's start with something light in general. Okay. What are some Thanksgiving like traditions and stuff that your family has?
Okay. So Thanksgiving for me starts the day after Halloween. Okay. So November 1, all my Halloween stuff goes away. Y'all know how we look, fall is my season. I'm going to just tell y'all. Starting in September, I got my fall decorations out, goes into October for Halloween. We threw our epic Burloween party. Then we roll November 1st. I pull out all my Thanksgiving decorations. And I just love this season because it's about home decor. It's about making your house feel comfy and celebrating just some amazing holidays. So Thanksgiving for me.
I'm trying to think, what other season do you decorate? Well, not you, but just people in general. Like until fall hits, are you really doing any other decorations and stuff?
Yeah, the only time. So after for Christmas, I leave okay, so let me keep going. So after Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving, like typically the day after that Friday or maybe Saturday, I pull out my Christmas decorations. I am that person. And so all of those things are important to me. I make my family help. It might just be them pulling the bins down, taking them out, popping them open, putting them back it just depends. Mia, she kind of helps me put stuff around, but that's important to me. And then after Christmas, I kind of leave mine up like mid-January, because to your point, Tia, like this is it for a while. So I try to
Yeah.
leave it up, take it all in, and then you take it down, and then your house feels empty. You're like, this is weird. But I do celebrate Valentine's Day because it's love, and y'all know I love love. So February, I celebrate that, and I
You
also
put up
celebrate.
Valentine's Day decorations?
I do, and I do these little love notes for my kids. I do these little love notes for my kids starting February 1 through February 14, just to like really speak into their lives. And I think it's been one of my traditions. And I'll leave different things in their room. As my boys got older, I leave it in their car. So they see it when they get in. But I love, love, love. So February. And then after that, I don't really decorate until Easter. I love Easter. I have my Easter egg wreaths. They're like multicolored. It's like a light palette, color palette of Easter egg wreaths. I put all my different stuff up around He is risen. I have some cute little sayings just all around the house in reference to Easter and the entire holiday. But when I say, y'all, I love holidays, it just, it makes it special. It makes life special.
Okay, so I didn't know that you actually decorated for Valentine's Day. That is a new one.
You didn't?
I don't know anybody that decorates for Valentine's Day.
Oh, I have like
now
this
Easter,
big, huge,
yes, but
yeah, I have a big, huge bouquet of like red, dried out roses. I have these little love notes that I get and I write out. But there's like this, I have this countdown for Valentine's, kind of similar for like any other holiday. I love holidays. It's my jam.
Yeah.
It is my jam.
Okay, so I like the idea of the love notes to the kids. I'm gonna have to steal that.
And my hubby, I send them to my baby too. I like do different, but I do different things for him. Like I'll write on his mirror with like red lipstick, different things. I just do things I want my family to feel special. And they're like my little ways of showing them they are special to me. And, with the hustle and bustle of life, you can just get used to like being a robot and doing the same things over and over again. But it breaks up that monotony and it makes them feel valued. And I feel like it's important for us, especially as the closest people to us, they should feel the most valued. So.
Absolutely.
That's my jam, girl. I love holidays.
Listen, I don't.
What's your holiday? Tell me your traditions. What do you love?
Okay, I'm going to stick to the Thanksgiving experience. But so Thanksgiving, of course, started to shift when Cliff got in the league because us being in Detroit always has a Thanksgiving Day game, right? So like traditions from me traveling back to St. Louis or Indianapolis kind of fell by the wayside because we had game day and we would come home and celebrate a catered meal if I wasn't going to your house.
Yeah, you came to my house. We had
I'm not the one to be in the kitchen. Look, the first couple years, actually, it was the years before y'all got there.
Time out. We got to talk about the catered meals to you because I know you don't like to cook. And there's people out there that don't like to cook either. Listen. So catered meals to me are like scary because I feel like, is it going to be bland? Is it going to taste good? Tell me your top 3 places that you go to for catered meals that you love.
Okay, so one, I don't actually order food from a location because I don't know if y'all ever been in Whole Foods around Thanksgiving. Y'all know Whole Foods gets out of control for Thanksgiving catering. But so in Detroit, we started catering meals because one, Thanksgiving scares me, okay? Even though I learned how to make a few dishes, I'm not one to be put on blast in front of all these people, okay? So I was like, I knew from jump we were going, I said we either going up somebody's house that I don't know or, whatever. And I don't know if you recall. Well, yeah, because you used them before, but the chef in Detroit was impeccable. So he would have fried turkey, mac and cheese, everything. And you can actually, you can order depending on how many people you were actually serving. So if it was just 2 of y'all, you get a small portion or whatever. But he had all the fixings. He had instructions. And so and how it works is you picked it up a day before Thanksgiving. And the morning of, because we were going to the game, you would pull it out so everything can come to room temperature. And by the time you get home, you pop it in the oven for an hour and you're good to go. And so I appreciated that level of convenience because, again, the holiday scares me. Okay. So then
you gotta have one thing. What's one thing that you do
that I know how to? Oh, okay. So we have that later on.
I knew it.
Yeah. I got one thing that but I learned in COVID though. This one dish that well, let me rewind a little bit. So in Detroit, we catered meals. We would go to Atoya's house. But then when we came to Seattle, we would pick a player, somebody would host, and you would bring a dish. I'm usually the drink, dessert, and roll chick. Okay. Place so where I have the nicest of the nice, and I got the brand name stuff, but that is my contribution. But towards the end of Cliff's career and then into retirement, we started going to Coach Hurt's house. Coach Hurt is currently the D coordinator for the Seahawks.
Okay.
His mother-in-law is impeccable in the kitchen. Okay. She introduced me to seafood stuffing. So, and it was perfect because when we met them, we had become pescatarian. Well, Cliff had become pescatarian because y'all know I'm not giving up bacon. Anyway, so she would make this stuffing for us, and it was just amazing. So during COVID, she gave me the recipe and she swore me to secrecy, said I can't share it with nobody, but I make seafood stuffing now. That's my one dish.
That's your jam.
That's my jam. But what I was going to say about Thanksgiving in general is traditions kind of have fallen by the wayside with us. But one thing we have consistently done is done something new each year. So one year we went to London for Thanksgiving and I ate lobster rolls and lobster, like it was like a lobster steakhouse almost is what our Thanksgiving dinner looked like. Right. And so we enjoy doing like just breaking away from the traditional.
Right, because in London, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. So you almost, so you have to try new foods and like try different things, which is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so that's something we've brought into the household. Just each year we're doing something completely different. And so for this year, the Seahawks actually play on Thanksgiving and they have the late game, which is the worst for Thanksgiving. They don't play till 5 p.m. And so now, most of the team, i.e. us, because we celebrate with the D coordinator, we're doing Thanksgiving on Friday. So it's different, right? So I'm going to do this.
What are you going to do on Thursday, though?
I'm going to do a Thanksgiving brunch.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's a brunch because I am going to make some, like mac and cheese, some sweet potato stuff like that. I can make a little bit again for my family.
Wait, did you say you making mac and cheese, sis?
I am. And look, I think got better.
Y'all just heard her say she don't make nothing, but now she make seafood stuff. And now she just threw mac and cheese up in there. Like what?
Look, but I'm a part of this new generation of social media and TikTok recipes. Okay, so I have found something that work. Okay, so we're celebrating Thanksgiving on Friday.
Okay.
Thursday will just be a brunch, a mixture of some Thanksgiving sides and breakfast, and then we're going to the game, and that that's what it'll be. So.
Awesome.
A shake up in quote unquote traditions for us.
That's awesome. Listen, I haven't been to a Thanksgiving game since Nate stopped playing in Detroit because to your point, we had to do it every year. So now that we don't, girl, listen, let me tell you something. I wake up in my pajamas and I make some breakfast and sit around and watch football on TV. And then after
does Nate have to work Thanksgiving Day again?
Every year, yeah. Nate has first because he has a CBS game, so that's why I do like a brunch or a breakfast for him, and then that kind of we try to like make that hold us over until he gets home. But if he has, it depends on if he has like the early afternoon game or the late afternoon game. That is like key. So depending on what he has, if he has a late one, we just gonna eat, and I'll make him a plate, and it'll be here when he get home. But if he gets home early enough, I do try to make like a big breakfast and then have him join us later, and like we're not starving waiting on Dad.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have a funny like Thanksgiving mishap or something that's happened to you in the past?
I do have something that really irks me to this day because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist / OCD person.
What?
One year I was making Thanksgiving for family and friends. We had family and friends coming. I've been making Thanksgiving food since college. Okay. Me and my track girls, they all come over and I would cook. So like, it's not like I've been doing this for so long. This literally happened probably about 5 years ago. So I'm making everything. And then one of my last dishes that I make typically is my yams because yams are tricky. You have to make them last because you don't want to overcook them. Right. Because you don't want them to be mushy. And you don't want to undercook them. So I'm making everything. Yams are last, and then you put the marshmallows on top, and you put them in, and you want to brown them perfectly and pull them out. Twofold mishap for me with yams this year. I will never forget it. I was so mad. Okay, so I'm making everything else. I'm like, oh, I gotta do my yams. So I put my yams on. I'm cooking them in the pot. And I poke them. Cool. They were soft. Put them in the dish. Put my juices and seasonings on there.
Yeah.
Sprinkle my marshmallows on top. Put them in the oven. Pull them out. And my marshmallows were too dark. They were burnt, y'all. And I was so mad.
Oh.
So then I scrape off the marshmallows. I put some new marshmallows on, put them in, right? Pull them out.
Oh.
They turned, the marshmallows were perfect that time. So I'm like, cool, we good. Like, no problems. It doesn't take long to brown marshmallows. So serve everything. I'm getting ready to eat, sit down, and I'm eating my food. And I grabbed a yam and I bit into it, and it wasn't all the way soft. And I was like,
even after all of that?
After all that, I was like, are y'all
I thought you were going to say they were mushy.
No, I was like, are y'all's yams soft? They're like, yeah. I'm like, y'all lying? Because I just bit into a yam, it's not soft. They're like, yeah, mine's soft. They're like, mine's soft. And so I had to go back. I went over to where they were. I started poking them. I grabbed my little toothpick and I'm poking them. And it's just like one little section of yams. I don't know if someone's wrong my oven. I don't know what it was, but like one little section of yams were harder than the rest of the entire portion. I sure didn't scrape them out, girl. Because when I say I'm OCD, I was like, this is unacceptable. If somebody, so grateful they started on the side that was soft. And I'm usually the last one to make my plate. So I ended on the side that was not.
Yeah.
I was I was just mortified. I thought they were lying to me. I thought my yams was terrible. And I am a yam connoisseur. Like my yams have to be perfect. It's like candy for me. I don't really like candy and sweets, but like yams is like my jam. Okay. So ever since then, I've been very like, what's the word? I'm just very meticulous now in my yams, because when I say that sticks out in my mind, and I was mortified. Not to mention I burned some rolls one year, moving too fast and forgot them.
Yeah.
And when I say I burnt them, y'all, they was burnt all the way through, even on the sides. There was no reviving them. I just threw them in the garbage. And luckily I buy Costco, like everything at Costco. So I always buy too much. It works out, y'all. Do it. Get extra marshmallows, extra rolls, because if you mess up, you can start over. So that's like my Thanksgiving cooking mishaps. Haven't burnt a turkey yet. But those two things, my rolls and my yams, I was mortified. I really was. What about you?
I tell you what, one thing I will never try, and that is cooking a turkey. Okay. I am not interested in that level of complexity. Okay. Y'all got it.
That actually is one of the easiest things. I'm going to teach you. We're going to have to do Thanksgiving again, because I'm going to make your butt get in the kitchen. Because I think that you hype it up in your mind, and then you be like, oh, that's all you put on there. Oh, that's all you do. You just butter it. You just add a little. And I cook it upside down so the juices go into the turkey, and I slow cook it overnight. That's why I don't burn mine. I put it on like 225, slow cook it. The next morning, you pull it out, it's juicy, you flip it. I'm telling you, Tia, I'm gonna teach you. You're gonna be like, girl.
Clearly, y'all hear this is Atoya's holiday to shine, okay? But I hate it, okay?
We're gonna do it together.
I don't have like, right, but I don't have like these types of like cooking mishaps, because again, I'm not the one cooking, okay? I won't be late with drinks, the rolls, or the dessert, okay?
Because one thing I can't make
is a good bunket. You cannot. And I'm talking alcoholic beverages, mixers, all the things, and the stuff for the kids. Like, I'm great at that. That's what, y'all need me here for.
But see, I want you to come to my house and do that, because I feel like while I'm cooking and stuff, I need a good bartender.
Listen, when I tell you, I got you covered, okay? Because I be having all this stuff, and it looks cute with the garnishes. But I think the one thing that messed up one Thanksgiving was we were catering a meal from Detroit, and I didn't pull the food out before we left for the game.
Yeah.
And so it just took a minute to warm up. And that, people were starving.
People starving. They looking like, where the food
they was
at,
pissed.
sis?
They were pissed. Okay.
They were pissed.
Yes. Okay. So let's move through these. But what is the most underrated Thanksgiving dish that you think deserves more recognition?
Girl. Let me tell you something. It is underrated. It's not even a dish.
What is it?
Hawaiian rolls and cranberry sauce. It completes the meal. You can cook all the sides, get the turkey, get the ham. But if you don't have cranberry sauce and Hawaiian rolls, I'm never coming back. Ever.
Okay, I got a question for cranberry sauce later on in this. But let's keep moving. I think, like I just told y'all, the most underrated Thanksgiving dish is the seafood stuffing. Because I'm like, I had never heard of this thing. This is masterful. Okay.
And stuffing, to your point, T, is hit or miss. Like either somebody knows how to make stuffing or they don't.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. Okay. So what food on your plate are you most thankful for?
I'm thankful for a good bowl of greens.
Okay.
Greens are so, if they're done right and seasoned right, they not only taste amazing, but they're good for you. So I'm thankful for a good plate of greens.
Are they good for you? I feel like by the time African Americans finish cooking them things they done cooked all the nutrients out of it.
They still good for you. It still goes in and grabs everything going down and pushes it all out. And you just nice and regular. I'm thankful for regularity.
No, that is funny. Okay. I am most thankful for mac and cheese because God forbid you go to somebody's house and the mac and cheese ain't right. I don't even want to eat no more.
You're right.
That has to be on the plate for sure.
You're right. 100%. That's definitely, top, okay. Mac and cheese is top notch. Always.
Yes. So which dish do you despise or could you go without?
Okay, so I'll never forget when I went over to my godmom's house and she always cooks a spread. We were younger and I love going there. This year she invited her family from out of town, which was fine. I don't even know if it was her family or or Coach Eric's family, but it was either one of their family came in. And somebody decided to make some chitlins.
Oh. Oh, had you not had them before then?
First of all, absolutely not. I am not eating anybody's boo-boo intestines, okay? As soon as, you know how when you walk in people's house, Tia, and you smell Thanksgiving food and it just gets you right, you get in the mood. To your point, you know when you wake up in the morning, your mama's making bacon and you smell that bacon, you like, ooh, breakfast is almost here. I walked in her house for the first time ever and wanted to turn around and walk right back out. It smelled like a toilet that someone just went number 2. And I was like, what is that smell? Oh, girl, we making chitlins. You need to get in touch with culture and blah, blah. I said, do y'all know what chitlins are? It is pig intestines. It is the part where they go boo-boo. Oh, well, we boil that and did it. I said, you can smell it though. You smell it. If something don't smell good, I will not eat it. So absolutely not. No, thank you to chitlins.
But see, they started cooking them too early because you're supposed to make those first so that the smell can dissipate. Now, I don't like chitlins, but I tell you what does give me nostalgia. What? Is getting those red buckets from the store and cleaning them with my great great aunt. She would literally have me in the chitlins because you got to clean them. You can't just be.
Why would you want to clean somebody's boo-boo tracks? I just don't get it. I'm like, I get back in the day in the slave days, that's all they had. But listen, it's 2023. We don't have to eat that anymore, people. Let's evolve.
Listen,
it literally nostalgic. Makes me, I can still smell it. When I just told you, I can smell it now just talking about walking into that room. I was traumatized.
That's because they didn't do it right. Because in the way my great aunt used to want to have me clean them, of course, impeccable. Because y'all know I'm OCD when it comes to cleanliness. They don't stop at chitlins. But I just remember cleaning chitlins in her kitchen with her and her telling all kind of stories. And so, while I won't eat them, I have tried them before. It's not my thing. I don't care how much hot sauce or whatever you put on them shits. They're disgusting. But it was fun to clean. Okay.
Girl.
Okay. So moving on, What are some things that you are thankful for?
That's a good one. I'm thankful for God, first and foremost. I'm thankful for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I thank him for just leading my life and speaking into my life. I've always felt like I've had a relationship with him. I've always felt like he spoke to me. And because of that, I've always had a love of what I wanted to give my family. So I'm thankful for that too. I'm thankful for breaking generational curses and doing things differently. And I'm thankful for the multitude of people that God's placed in my life that has really helped me to become more and more of who I'm called to be, from friends to acquaintances. I'm thankful for all of those things. I don't take relationships for granted. I don't take family for granted. I don't take friends for granted. And I just believe in God ordaining certain things and doing certain things in your life. And when you walk in that, it's an expectancy, but it's also a level of thankfulness that you have, that God is hearing you and he's helping you step into that. So that's what I'm thankful for. How about you?
Yes, love it. So yes, I'm thankful for my relationship with God. I'm thankful for my family and all the things. And I was kind of just thinking back in general, because this November, y'all, like 2023 is almost over, which is bananas. And I was thinking in general, this moment of reflection, I have had a really good year. And it doesn't mean that the year has not been hard and has not meant that I haven't had obstacles or whatever to overcome. But I have had a year full of gratitude and perspective or perspection. And it really has taken a load off of me, right?
Yeah.
So like in general, you guys have heard over the course of years, but I am a very protective person. Like I protect my energy. I can be sometimes very defensive, and it doesn't matter who you are. Like I am always like just defensive. And this year, not only did I like let my guard down and like be open to receiving the love that people were pouring into me, but I also try to look at things more from just different perspectives and just get a better understanding of the people around me, right? And it really opens your eyes to like, there really are great people in the world, right? And there really are. Even when I think about like my husband, I'm like, and he was included in the one I was defensive with too, you know, right? And when I, one, let my guard down, but two, started looking at things from different perspectives, I'm saying like, people really love me and people really care for me and they want the best for me and they are rooting me on.
Right.
And understanding how hard other people work to pour into me and to make sure I'm good. I'm like, I am so thankful.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful that this year was like, yo, you have your gratitude. I think we talked about it with Sarah Taylor of like doing the 5-minute gratitude journals can be game changing for people, especially people that have, to your point, childhood trauma and all these just all these things. And it's like just taking a moment to one, just reprogram your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, and all the things has been a game changer for me. So I am thankful for it all.
That's awesome. And you know what, Tia, I think sometimes when you're talking about changing your mindset, if you stop and think about where you started and you see where you are now, that's mindset change right there. Right.
Yeah.
And we do always try to level up and go move to the next thing, move to the next thing. Sometimes it's about pausing and just looking back like, wow, I was there and I am here now.
So,
thank you. Like, thank you. And I'm glad you talked about guards, right? Because I was just having this conversation last night and we're talking about, people that have their guards up, and it could be in any relationship, to your point, like whether it's your husband, it could be, other people that you don't know. But when you learn to let those guards down and you become vulnerable, you find out that there's power and strength in vulnerability.
Yep.
And there's connectivity there that you never knew you needed. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. It is so true, and it changes the game and to your perspective.
And the truth be told is like people have guards up to stop themselves from being hurt, right? The truth be told, people are hurt all the time.
Yeah.
And then guess what? You get back up and you keep going, right? So like it's okay for you to let your guard down.
Yes.
And it's okay for you to be vulnerable and all the things, because if you do get hurt, guess what? You're going to get back up and keep on going, because that's not the path that God does not have a path for you to stay down. So Yeah.
It's a lesson, not a lifetime. That's what I always say. It's a lesson, not a lifetime when you go through something. So,
Ooh, listen.
okay, moving on. Black Friday. You ready to talk about Black Friday?
Yeah, we can keep it quick though, because I'm ready to
Okay.
get to this 2-minute drill.
Okay. Black Friday is coming up, y'all. Tia, what are a few things that you're looking forward to in the midst of the Black Friday sales?
Listen, I've been holding out on getting some new AirPods. Because
Okay.
God knows I need new AirPods. But, in general, for Black Friday, I'm just looking at home stuff. So,
Okay.
think
Home
bedding, decor, furniture, that kind of stuff. So super boring. But I got a whole list and my tabs are open, getting ready for them.
Ready. And click, 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 click.
Look. In the past, you used to have like a long Christmas list of things to get your kids and all this stuff. And thankfully my kids are like, Mom, we don't really want nothing. So this is going to be easy peasy situation for us this year.
Yeah.
What about you?
Definitely a boy thing for sure.
Yeah.
Because Mia, she got a whole spreadsheet, it's a whole PowerPoint presentation with pictures, where to click. Okay, but that's a whole other subject.
So you got to drop her presentation on
Y'all
Instagram.
got to see this. I'm gonna send it to you. I think I still have it every year. She was mentioning, she's like, I got to start working on my deck to give you Mom for Christmas. I'm like, girl, bye. It is October 28th. I am not listening to you right now. And Nate's like, I wonder where she gets that from. I'm like, don't judge me. But as far as me and Black Friday, so I started, 3 years ago doing Black Friday sales with my blog, AtoyaBurleson.com. And so I'm working on a blog, and I did it like more to your point, home decor, women, but I'm changing it this year and I'm doing it for everybody. So I'm going to have a whole Black Friday. What do you need to get your grandma, your auntie, your aunt, your uncle, your kids, your husband, your friends? Like, I'm going to have everything on there of different deals and places that I found. So y'all go check it out. And it's good twofold. For one, it's good. I get to send it out to everybody else and they get to, hopefully makes it easier for them to shop. One. For two, it stops me from shopping it that much and I can focus on other people. So, it's a win-win.
Yes.
But it also lets me figure out what I'm going to get for my kids. Because when you mentioned like your boys are easy and they don't ask for much, that's true. So I have to really be intentional about looking for something that would wow them because they don't ask for much at all. So that's my Black Friday. But y'all, I'm going to put that out. Hopefully I'll put it out for sure by Tuesday, hopefully by Sunday, but right around there. Between Sunday and Tuesday, y'all will have my Black Friday info.
All right. And the link for the blog will also be in the show notes. So make sure y'all go check it out. Okay. So let's get into
2-minute drill, Tia.
Yeah, it's a quick little 2-minute drill. Okay. Thanksgiving themed 2-minute drill. Okay. So I'm polling you, Toya. Let me get my timer going. Okay. You ready? Okay. Thanksgiving dinner with a large group of family and friends or just your immediate family?
How large? Because, I do this every year.
Okay, think
I'm going to say
plus.
large group of family and friends because that's just what I do.
Okay. How long can a turkey be stored in the freezer?
Ooh, I only get my turkey a week prior. So no more than a week. I don't even a week. That's
okay. Canned or homemade cranberry sauce?
Hey, that canned ocean spray jelly hits, y'all. If y'all don't know, we're going to put the link in the bio on that.
Listen,
and that goes with the Hawaiian rolls.
Everybody knows that homemade stuff. Quit playing with me. You better put that can in the refrigerator and make sure it's ready. Okay. Cook the entire Thanksgiving meal or have to clean up and do dishes after Thanksgiving.
Let me tell you something. I cook, so y'all cleaning. Okay? I cook, y'all clean.
I'll take that task.
My brother too. He's the king of that. He's like, what you making? I got the dishes every time.
Okay. How long? Let's see. Look, I didn't drop the answer here, so y'all, she may have seen it. But how long is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
That's a good question. I don't know because when you go, if y'all have ever been to the Macy's Thanksgiving, they put you in one place and you are not allowed to leave till it's over. So I know it's at least a 3-hour long parade. That's all I know.
It is 2.5 miles long. Okay.
Oh,
Eat
okay.
Thanksgiving dinner at 10 a.m. or eat dinner at 10 p.m.
Dang, I only can pick one?
You can only pick one.
Ooh, 10 a.m. is so early. But 10 p.m., I'm going to be hangry.
Yep.
All right, give me that 10 a.m. I can just heat it up
10
later.
a.m. Like, you don't eat it twice. Okay. What do Americans report being most thankful for?
Americans,
This is a 2022 poll.
I'm going to just go with maybe family.
Yep.
Is that it?
Family, health, and life. Yep.
Okay.
So, Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday shopping? So Black Friday, let's think in store, or Cyber Monday.
Oh, Black Friday's in store. Yeah. So Cyber Monday, because I'm not going to the stores after Thanksgiving. No, ma'am.
Okay. Not be allowed to talk during Thanksgiving dinner or not be allowed to have dessert on Thanksgiving?
Ooh, I'm going to go with not being allowed to have dessert because I'm not a dessert person. I said that earlier. I'm not like really a sweets person. And I get all my sweets fixings when you have that cranberry sauce, when you have them yams. But listen, some of the best times is having them conversations at Thanksgiving dinner, boy. So I ain't giving that up.
That is the truth. Okay. Do a Thanksgiving toast, like everybody, just one toast, or go around the table and give thanks?
We give thanks every year. We go around the table before we start.
Okay. How many people attend the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Thousands. I don't know. I'm going to just go with like 2,500.
100?
I mean, 25,000. Sorry. No. That's too many. That's too many. I was there. It wasn't that many. I'm going to go about 10,000.
Okay. So they say, and I question this answer, but they say 3.5 million.
No.
So I'm like, maybe they mean viewers.
Yeah, that's viewers.
Like people actually there.
I was there. It was busy, but it wasn't that busy. And it was beautiful weather too. I got lucky.
All right. Last question.
Okay.
What movie holds the record for highest grossing weekend in Thanksgiving history?
A movie?
A movie that
came out around Thanksgiving. I'm going to have to go with
that came out Thanksgiving like day.
I'm going to have to go with something
weekend
with kids and family because I feel like everybody's home. So you take everybody to go see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
maybe a Pixar film. What is it?
Frozen 2.
That's close. That was close.
Yeah.
I should have known that.
Yes. Well,
and that's interesting. It was 2 and not 1.
Yeah, probably one game garnered all the attention, and then 2, so people were super excited and anticipated.
And we don't know if Frozen 1 was even released on Thanksgiving, do we? It may not have been.
I don't think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true. All right, well, good. Nice little rapid fire situation.
That was fun. It was fun being on the other side here. I feel like next time we do it, you got to be on the other side because I hadn't really done that in a minute. So
fair,
that was actually really fun. So you got it the next time for sure. And I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your beautiful family. It's a trip that you had a baby when I first met you. A little baby, and to see 12. Your boys all grown. We're growing up and like becoming young men before my eyes. I've been through it. Y'all know I've been through it with mine, but he is like right behind me, which is crazy because I always felt so much older. But I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And thank you for being my friend. And I value our friendship and I appreciate you.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too. And thank you for being the big sister. Okay. Cause listen, she didn't talk me off the ledge a few times. She didn't help me with these kids a few times. And it has been cool. Like I said, I think it was last week. It has been really cool to see how you parent, how you are in relationship with your husband. Has been an amazing example. So thank you for being my friend. Thank you for doing the podcast with me. And we're going to keep on rocking this thing.
Yeah, y'all. This is only the beginning of Inside Lines. We figured it all out. It's about to be live. We're going to have an amazing time in Vegas. I can't wait for that either, Tia.
Listen, I can't wait to drop the deets with y'all.
Yes,
so
we
y'all
ain't
make
telling
sure.
y'all yet.
Y'all stay tuned because in December, we are coming with some exciting news. So
we are. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you to all our listeners for listening, for supporting us. Y'all don't forget to reach out to us. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you're looking for. We appreciate that as well. So happy Thanksgiving to you all.
And you guys enjoy. We'll talk to you soon.
Holla.